Hi there, RC here. Today I'm really excited to review the ZD Racing ZTX10 Stadium truck from gearbest.com. I know I've reviewed some toy grade cars in the past, but this one's a good crossover into the hobby grade. So it has some cool features. It's 4-wheel drive, 1/10 scale. So today we're gonna unbox the car, check out the features, and take it outside to the pump track and give it its first run. So stay tuned. So if you're just joining my channel, welcome. Here you'll find reviews, tips and tricks, run videos, and other things related to RC. So make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. This is a new collaboration with gearbest.com. They're an e-commerce website, so they have tons of stuff from electronics, beauty products, and other things, but they also have a cool RC section, so check that out. I'll put a link to their website in the description below. This car reminds me a lot of my XXXT Stadium truck. This is the vintage Team Losi that I featured in another video. I'll put a link up here to that. This is available for under $200. This was not. It has brushless ESC and motor, it has ball bearing diffs, it has waterproof electronics, it has oil-filled shocks. All that stuff sounds super good to me, so let's check it out. Here is the ZD Racing 2.4 gigahertz radio. This thing reminds me of something from the 90s. So we'll test it out with the car today, but I did buy a new receiver to link it to one of my nicer radios. But it has throttle trim, steering trim, you can reverse the throttle and steering. I think you can also charge it with a DC charger. It also comes with the ability to use 4 AA batteries. It has, for some reason, ports for more than that, but it only uses 4. And they're not included with the car. So I'll give this a fair shot. It's probably not so bad if you're just getting into the hobby and this is your first radio. So we'll test it out. All right, here's the car. It's pretty sick looking. I actually really like the look of this car. It has really nice rims and tire combo. It has a cool black and red body. I think it also comes in white and blue. Has some decals on the side of it. It's a pretty solid body. Comes with a nice wing here like my XXXT does. Let's open it up. So we also have some instructions here and a battery charger, which we'll take a look at that. And this is your bind cable for binding your remote to your receiver. And that's it for the box. I guess another thing is that I really did like the box that it came with. Some come in super flimsy boxes, but this is actually a really nice box. It's the little things that count. Okay. It's cool. Looks nice. This is your IMAX RC B3 charger. This is just your wall charger. Interesting, it comes with the European plugs. This has a balance port for balancing a 2 or 3S LiPo. And unfortunately it does come with this connector, so I think if you buy it online, make sure you select the USA, or if you're in Europe, choose the European plug. So thankfully I have my own charger, but this will do if you don't have any charging setup. And our instructions packet. So let's open this up and see what's inside. 1/10 scale, 4-wheel drive electric off-road truggy. To me, this looks more like a stadium truck. Here you go, all the things that you're gonna need. Recommended maintenance tools. All the part numbers, everything. So yeah, that looks legit. So when you're moving from toy grade into hobby grade, you're gonna have a lot more replaceable parts and they're gonna be a lot easier to search online. So this looks pretty cool. Make sure you read your instructions. Okay, let's dive into the car. So let's go over some of our electronics. So here we have our 3300 kV brushless motor. And this is from ZD Racing, but it looks surprisingly similar to some of the Ghoul motors that I have in some of my other cars. Supposedly it can go up to 30 miles an hour, but we can test that out outside today. Here we have our 45 amp splashproof ESC. It has a little fan on the top. The car comes with DIN connectors. Let's take a look at our battery. It comes with a 7.4 volt, 2400 milliamp 2-cell LiPo, and it's in the hard case, which is pretty nice. It also has charging leads that are detachable, which is kind of cool. Here we have a 4-channel receiver. It's in a waterproof box, which is kind of nice. It probably has a sealed gasket, which is going to make it waterproof. Our little antenna here. If you see here on the front, it comes with a metal sway bar, which is neat. Our diff box is here. We have some plastic linkages. The wheels look a little bit cambered in, and that's not adjustable on this car. We also have plastic linkages on the bottom. Here are our oil-filled shocks. So these are going to give us a lot of dampening. For this price point, I think having oil-filled shocks is definitely going to give you more of that hobby grade feel. So we'll test it out on some jumps. It also has the adjustable preload here and some pretty nice metal springs. They have a couple different options for positioning the angle of your shocks. So the instructions don't really say much about the specs on the servo. It does look like a standard size, and you do have a servo saver here. I think it is all metal gears, although the spline little doohickey here does look plastic. So at some point I'll take that apart and make sure. That is one thing that I don't really like about servos. You're definitely going to run into something and that's going to strip those gears. I really like the look of these tires and rim combination. The tires do have foams in them, and they're kind of your all-terrain tread here. And they have the 5-spoke rim design, which is kind of cool. So these are ball bearing sealed diffs. So you're going to want to make sure at some point that you check and make sure that these are greased or lubed, just to make sure that you're not going to burn up your gears. So I think that's pretty much it for the car. It looks like pretty easily upgradable and replaceable and decent quality. So I'm excited. Enough of the yapping. Let's start the brapping. I'm going to take it out to our local pump track and give it its first run. See you soon. All right, here we are. We're going to do our first run of the ZD Racing ZTX10 Stadium truck. It just stopped raining, so I can finally do the first run. So let's take it out. Whoa! Fast. Good braking. Super fast. 3,300 kV motor. Yeah, nice. Good dampening. Super fast. I'm not even full throttling it. Gotta adjust the steering trim a little bit. Good steering. Okay, we're full throttling it right now. Hopefully it's splashproof, as it said it was. All right, let's take it off some features. Let's see how it handles on the pump track. So we're having a little issue where the radio cuts out when it's too far away. So got it a little bit wet. Don't think that's it because it's supposed to be splashproof. All in all, this car is super fun to drive. I would say it handles very nicely on turns, super fun on the jumps. You see I got some decent air there. One thing though, I did already break the body, which is kind of a bummer. It cracked here on the back. These PVC bodies aren't as tough as the Lexan bodies. I can repair it, and luckily it's easy to replace that part, so not a huge deal. Another bummer about the receiver going out. That might have been a one-off. I think this car is actually going to stay in my RC fleet. Lots of fun to drive. Four-wheel drive, little stadium truck, great for the track. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys like this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you guys want to see more. I'll see you later.